Hello, my name is Matt Lassiter and I've created a couple of videos about agility principles. Hopefully you find them educational and entertaining. Let me know what you think about them. The first one here is called Og the Caveman. Here we have Og, and Og is a caveman. Og really likes fire, but the only way he can get fire is from lightning and other natural causes. He would really like to have fire anytime he wants it, but he doesn't know how. Og needs an Agile coach. Hey Og, my name is Matt Lassiter and I'm an Agile coach. I want to help you out with this whole fire problem you've got going on. I want to introduce you to this thing called experimentation. Experimentation is the bedrock of agility, and I know that science has like thousands of years before it actually gets popular, but I think you're going to like this. Let's talk about what we already know. You mentioned a few weeks ago that you almost dropped a big rock on your toe, but you barely got it out of the way. That could have really hurt. When you dropped it, it created a small piece of tiny lightning that when it hit the grass, it caught the grass on fire. That's some great information. Let's start there. Now we need to form a guess as to what our experiment will prove. It's called a hypothesis. My hypothesis is that if we bang two rocks together around enough dried grass, we should be able to start a fire anytime we want to. So here's the idea, Og. What if we took several different kinds of rocks and we banged them together one at a time to find out which ones produced the most tiny lightnings? To do that, we need to measure our results. Now the next step is we have to keep track of the rocks that we bang together and exactly how much tiny lightning it produces. The next thing we want to do is look at all of our data on the rocks that we bang together and find out which ones created the best tiny lightnings. Then we can go find more of that rock and hand it out to all of our friends so we can all make fire together. This might get out of hand and you might want to do a training exercise on fire safety, but we can handle that later. Og's not the only one that can use experiments. You can use experiments in the workplace too. But you've got to be really careful because there's a lot of bad experimentation that's happening out there today. People will just try something new and say, who cares? It's an experiment. Instead, what you need to do is make sure that all of your experiments have three main parts. They need to have a hypothesis of what you think is going to happen at the end of the experiment. They need to have a time frame so that you know how long this experiment's going to run, and you need a good way to measure the experiment so that you can know whether the results are happening or not. Hopefully you enjoyed Og and his journey to experimentation with fire. And if you did, give us a like and a share below, and we'll see you next time.